All right, from the fight capital of the world, inside the beautiful Mandalay Bay Racing Sportsbook, you are listening to the MMA Junkie Radio Show, the only show that matters. I'm your host, Gorgeous George. With me, as always, is the devious and dastardly Goes, our ace co-host, and sitting to my right is UFC welterweight Mickey Gall. What's up, Mickey? How you doing?
Doing great, man. Doing great.
Looking sharp there.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that jacket?
Thank you. I got it online.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You do all your shopping online?
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
It was the Amazon wish list, and somebody scored it for you, right?
That would be tight. That would be tight. I'm not a porn star though, so I don't have a wish list.
I've seen those.
I've heard. Yeah, I've heard.
And they always write, if you want to spoil me.
Yeah.
And they throw it out there, and then their fans buy them everything.
Yeah.
No, but an Amazon wish list, like normal people like you and I, not Goes, normal people like you and I, you can just put something there, and then like come Christmas time, people knock it off, or your birthday, or
it's kind of a tight move.
Everybody does it, and there's no like, wait, are you a porn star?
For a freeloader, it's a tight move. It's a tight move.
No, because everyone's doing it.
Hey, if it's free, it's for me. I dig it.
All right, well, it's a nice jacket.
Thank you very much.
All right, cool. Great to have you here in the studio. Yesterday, we had your opponent here, Diego Sanchez.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
did he drool on any of the microphones?
He did not drool. He was very like happy-go-lucky. You know how
as a proud supporter of Georgetown Athletics, Xerox has the tools and technology to help your team take out the competition. From industry-leading hardware to workflow automation, analytics, and digital imaging, today's Xerox is all about innovating the way the world communicates, connects, and works. So every team member is empowered to perform like a star player. Go Hoyas!
Like he said, I love to fight. I was born to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. On your half, how are you treating fight week? Is it stressful, or are you pretty chill, dude?
It's like when you are leaving like your house and like getting on a plane, it's a little like, all right, here we go. But then when I got here and like I saw the UFC staff who like, it's like my, I'm familiar with them, so it's like it's like I'm seeing my friends now. So it made me feel really comfortable. I feel like I'm at home. This is where I want to be. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm chilling out. My weight's good.
MedStar Health treats the Washington Wizards, 2018 World Champion Washington Capitals, and your Georgetown Hoyas, but you don't have to be an elite athlete to get the same level of care. The MedStar Orthopedic Institute has more than 75 orthopedic surgeons providing the innovative solutions you need for the entire spectrum of orthopedic care. And we welcome second opinions. With locations throughout D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, we're easy to access.
I love doing this.
You don't have to be an elite athlete to get elite care at MedStar Health.
I enjoy it. I like talking about myself.
Require a great game plan, and few companies in the nation's capital can execute that game plan like Hilda.
Mostly just like being like, how do you feel going with
Trust United Van Line's MVP and 24-time Customer Choice Award honoree, Hilda, from Washington, D.C. to anywhere in the world. Wherever life takes you, Hilda moves you there. Schedule your free appointment online. Visit Hildup.com. That's HILLDRUP.com.
It's a dog-eat-dog sport.
Georgetown basketball.
I got big plans, big things.
And 95.9 FM, WOL.
He's not even he's in my way. I wanted this. I want this. This is not even in my way. This is beautiful for me. I get to perform on ESPN. I get to take him out. It's unbelievable. It's a dream come true. So
yeah. So what I was gonna say was I want to let the listeners know, because we always have new listeners to the show, new fans of the sport. You'll often see press conference settings, and the UFC at times does that. But today, Ultimate Media Day was more like the fighters are individually off by themselves, and then the media approach them at different times for like an hour, right? So literally, somebody can come up to you and go, "Hey, I'm with MMAjunkie. You excited about this week?" And you answer set of questions, turn around, and then the next guy goes, "I'm with MMA Fighting. You excited?" And yet I feel like sometimes it could be like the repetitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's all
people also come with some OG stuff like my jacket. That was a slick move. I got to hand it to myself.
Right. Hats off to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did answer a lot of the same. Like I said, the one with him being a legend. So I've said about 20 times that I'm gonna render him unconscious in the first round. Whether it's gonna be a night of first, whether I get my first UFC knockout, or he gets submitted for the first time. And it's going to be in the first round.
Before this is over, are you going to be a legend?
What do you think?
You're on your way. You got a nice record. I like the way you call fighters out. You kind of manage your career.
I'm 100% going to be a legend. I'm going to be UFC champion. It's going to be like cool that the UFC, the CM Punk guy. Isn't that crazy? The CM Punk guy, the way he entered, weird 1-0, now he's a UFC champ.
But you took control of your career, and I can respect that. A lot of fighters don't do that. They let
life's short, man. You got grabbed by the balls. You got to go. We gotta go. We gotta grab life by the balls.
What do you think it will take for people to look back one day and go, man, that dude's a legend? Is it about titles? Is it about pay-per-view sales? Is it about memorable fights? Like, what excites you? What do you want the fans to be excited
There's several
about?
different ways. If I had to predict my path, is I'm gonna put on, I'm gonna murk some people. Like you see some of my fights go out 45 seconds, 69 seconds, 2 minutes to 2 minutes. You know, I'm gonna murk some people. I'm probably gonna murk Diego this weekend. And then I'm gonna keep getting tougher fights. I'm gonna be in the top 15 within this year. That is a goal of mine, to be in the top 15. And then title shot 2020. I'm gonna have a UFC belt.
So I was checking up on your stuff here. Anyway, I have it here, and I noticed that in 2017 and 18 you had one fight each. Yeah, I know back there was a fight you couldn't fight in because of a herniated disc, but why did you only fight once in 17
herniated disc? That was, CM Punk had a herniated disc.
Oh, okay, so I was reading it fast.
Yeah,
Sorry.
not me.
Why did you only fight? I couldn't find any injury for you or anything.
Well,
17 and 18.
Well, the inactivity was not all on me. Like you look at this year. I wanted to fight. I fought in Nebraska in August. I was trying to fight. I was ready to fight in Madison Square Garden in November. Then they offered me this fight with Diego in January, and then Diego wasn't ready for at the moment. It's a tough sport. Like he wasn't ready, so then I was trying to get someone else to fight me, and then finally this one came and is actually going to happen now.
I feel like you're a marketable guy, and the UFC should be featuring you 3 times a year if you're willing to do that.
No, I'm more than willing. I've been very clear with them that I want to be more. I want to be hella active. I want to, like I said, I want to finish these 3 fights within 2019. I want to have this fight. I want to have 2 more this year. At least.
And you already got the call-outs and everything ready. I'm not gonna ask you for it.
I appreciate that. That's original, because usually everyone at least asks. Like, will you tell me? Like, I can't do that. But yeah, I have the name absolutely. You know my style.
Yeah.
And you'll find out Saturday.
I can't wait, man. On big ESPN now. You fought in Vegas before. You're 1-0, but you haven't fought on ESPN, so it's cool. Every fight there seems like to be a different check mark.
Yeah.
That if you fanboy out on yourself, on your own career, you look back one day and go, that's pretty cool, because, man, there's no way around it. That's the sports leader. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And everyone's going to be watching.
This is beautiful. The UFC going on ESPN is amazing. This is huge for our sport. Now the PFL, my boy Eve Edwards, is going to be on ESPN too. All year. Yeah.
I just did a military tour.
He's gonna be in my corner along with David and Joe Schilling. Yeah.
He's in town now, huh?
He's my roommate in LA.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he helps me.
Did
We
he
train
tell
every
you
day.
a few months ago I'm going to Virginia with a couple of knuckleheads?
Yeah, he was in Virginia.
That was us.
You guys? All right, that's what's up. Oh, cool. Yeah.
So is he here now?
Yeah, he's in New York.
Bastard, he hasn't even called us.
Really?
Come on, remember that. Thanks for selling him out.
Yeah, damn. Sorry, he's 300 a bus trying to give you a shout out, dog.
No, I love Eve, man. He's awesome.
He's great.
He's a roommate of yours, but I'm sure he's kind of probably like a mentor too.
Yeah,
right?
like a big brother for sure. Him, Joe Schilling. Yeah, that's my mentor right there, David Adib. It's like I call him like my second dad, my martial arts dad. I've been with him since 16. I say there's like two kind of big events in my life. I learned when I was a little kid, probably like 1 or 2. I learned how to walk. When I was 16, I learned how to choke necks, and that shit's in me. That's in me. Yeah, that's David Adib.
All right. Well, all right. Let's talk about David, but answer this question on behalf of Eve and David. What have they taught you outside the octagon? Let's forget about chokes or kicks.
You know what's cool? It'll be cool to say in front of.
To be a man or to be an athlete.
I think something that like everyone like has, but we don't really talk about. Always like Dave is like a mentor that to help me almost see what I knew about myself, but like I remember when I was like 16, he told me I could do this and like that, like I was a lion and like that I could make this a career, and that's what I wanted to do. But like hearing that from someone that like I respect that much, like put me like you know what I mean, like
he was
I had
forecasting that 11 years ago.
Yeah,
You're 27, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So 11 years ago, that was like Liddell and Couture time. And you saw that you had what it took to maybe mix it up in that same cage.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. What about Eve? What has he ever told you about?
Eve drops a lot of knowledge too. A lot of like Eve. So Eve's a veteran of 80 fights. So how much, like, you know what I mean? Like, how am I? I'm not sweating fighting Diego. I train with Eve every day. Dude's got double Diego's fights. You know what I mean? Eve gives me a lot of information. Some stuff I almost want to hold close to the belt because like I like it's like that's mine. You know what I mean? Like, one thing Eve tells me is like, yo, your fight IQ far exceeds your fight experience. He told talks up my fight IQ to me a lot. He likes that. Another thing, like when just in the fight, like certain things like that'll come. Like when you get, this is one that I was gonna say, keep close to the belt, but I'll tell anyway. There's a point in the fight where, like when it's going deep, you're gonna get tired, and you're gonna feel, because it's fighting for 15 minutes isn't really natural, And you're gonna feel a point where you're gonna get tired. And you can choose either, sometimes people will start to will stress out about that, and that's to make you more tired. Or you can be like, I'm supposed to feel tired. This is okay, and then you kind of your second win.
Right.
So that's something, I haven't had too many fights go too long, but that's something that I have in my head. So when the fight does go long, I know I'm supposed to feel like this. I'm just gonna be calm. I'm gonna breathe, and I'm gonna get through it.
Have you ever noticed two fighters will go, whether it's first to second or second to third, or even further along, and they're both tired, they're both huffing and puffing, but whether it's the coaching team or their second or third win, they're recovery, and then one guy comes out really fresh and calm, and the other one still, they just haven't been able to slow things down. They're both in great shape, but
it's a shame. Like people be like, oh, this dude must not have trained, or we're all training our asses off. But you try and fight for over a minute, you know what I mean? See what it's like. But that's why this is the best sport in the world. That's why I'm glad it's on ESPN. That's why I'm glad we're doing this and talking about it. It's fucking amazing.
You ready to be pissed off before you get going?
Pissed off?
Yeah. Eve Edwards is in town. He hasn't even hollered at us.
I know. I saw that. I saw him in
Damn,
videos.
throwing you under the bus, dog.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. I don't remember that. All right, go ahead.
Thug Jitsu master.
Pretty bitter about that. Mickey, can you share maybe what the biggest on-the-job lesson that you've learned in the UFC? Something that just happened on the job. Because a lot of times we say the UFC's the wrong.
Yeah, I got one for you. In my one loss, I had like a tunnel vision. I don't want to say a conceit, but I was very certain. I was like, we're on the ground. I was like, I'm sure I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this move. I'm just keep going to it, keep going to it. I had like a tunnel vision where what I should have done, hindsight's 2020 obviously, but I wish I had the wherewithal within the fight to be like, all right, kick out, go to something else. But I was hyper confident in what I was doing, and I was looking for like a particular move that I wish I had diversified and done something different. And there's no my one loss, no reason why I should have lost that fight.
You want to get that one back one day?
Prepare to have your mind blown.
I've
with great Coke taste.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can we cut all that? Okay. That's not going to convince anyone. Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear this. Some were skeptical. And none of this noise is going to convince you that Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste, because the only thing that will make you believe that is trying it yourself.
And lasers!
Hey, have you ever bet on fights?
No lasers.
B, have you ever bet
Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
No, I haven't.
PNC Bank knows that every day is game day and is proud to support the Georgetown Hoyas. From tip-off to buzzer beater, they know they work hard to make the most of the day, and they are there to help you find ways to get to the next level with your finances. PNC Bank, the official bank of the Georgetown Hoyas. Learn more at PNC.com. The PNC Financial Services Group Incorporated. All rights reserved.
I like to have fun. I like to,
college basketball fans,
I've been given a
State
really
Farm has over 19,000 agents across the country.
opportunity.
To give you an idea of how big a number that actually is, I will be counting to 19,000 on the radio.
Okay, straight up and doing everything.
One,
so like,
two,
I'm
three,
doing all the right things.
4.
I'm gonna
like 30
the reason I go out to LA to train with tougher people.
Talk to one of our over 19,000 State Farm agents about combining your home and auto insurance today.
But because I'm squeezing all this out of it,
here to help life go right.
Make sure I'm the
Georgetown basketball on 1450 AM and 95.9 FM WOL.
Appreciate the time. I know it's fight week. I know it's stressful. The weight cut. Although you did say,
bro, I'm having a blast. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I already won this fight. I just gotta show up Saturday and I get to perform. I get to put on ESPN.
I like that comment. I never heard that. I've already won. All right.
I've already won. You'll see. First round.
One thing I like to ask all the in-studio guests to make sure are good.
Georgetown has turned the ball over a total of 7 times.
Shit, I got a couple.
Diego left. Who left us hanging the other day? Oh, Tecia Torres.
Yeah.
She goes, I didn't have anything. I'm a princess. I'm like, all right, we lose.
All right. This is probably my best one.
Okay.
So I was in Denver for the UFC. I was out there to watch a cowboy fight in Denver a couple years ago. I was absolutely like a month after my Sage fight, and it was after the fights. I was a little tipsy. Say what I like to do outside the octagon. So we were I stumbled, and I was like walking in the bathroom. It was packed. I went through. I bumped 2 guys. I turned around to be like, "Oh, sorry."
By accident, or were you?
No. No, I'm not a dick like that. No, absolutely not. I do my training. I do my fighting in the gym. You got to pay me for that shit. So I turn around to be like sorry, and 2 guys are in fight stances. Wow. 2 guys had their hands up. And I was like, boom! I hit one, and then next thing, I'm on the
talking it out, huh?
Their hands were up. We were ready to go. And then I think the other guy hit me, but next thing I was on top of him and like in a guillotine a little bit. And I'm like, no one in the world's guillotining me, especially not this idiot on the floor of this Denver bar.
Wait,
so like,
guillotining
you? Yeah, he was holding. I was on top of him. I was just about to like posture up and crush him. And the bouncer was like, Mickey, stop, because they like knew us, they saw us all come in.
Was Joe Rogan there by going, it's tight?
Nah, because it wasn't tight. I'm not getting guillotined. Yeah, but anyway, they brought us out, and then the next day I got a text from Pat Berry, who was there also. Him like Rose, there was a bunch of like UFC people there. He's like, yo, you good? I guess he like saw me like getting the scrap or something. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. He's like, man, the guy who shot up that club was like right outside our van. So I got escorted out right before that club got shot up.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a good street fight story, right?
Yeah, that's a really good street fight story.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, so maybe getting in this little street fight.
Yeah, that might have.
No, but yo, I gotta be honest. I got handed one of those dudes. I was on the way to the airport the next day, and I was like, damn, like. I felt like I was sparring. Did I spar yesterday? Oh no, someone must have punched me in the head of this club.
Shout out to that guy. At least
Shout out to that guy. He landed
right?
one. He's lucky. That bouncer saved him.
Yeah. All right, we gotta do a commercial. Quick commercial here. It's MMA Junkie Radio on Fight Nation Channel 93. Stay close. And don't forget, we got Justine Kish, UFC flyweight, on the show, and Johnny Walker, and both of them will be in studio, just like our guest here, Mickey Gall, who takes on Diego Sanchez Saturday night at the T-Mobile Arena. You got to get it. It's on ESPN for the prelims. Then it's a pay-per-view, and you better pay for it because 17 ranked fighters are on the damn card. It's stacked. All right, we're back. Don't forget, we're at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino inside the sportsbook. Stop on by anytime. Pay us a visit. We're here from 5 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. And let us know you're coming. We'll do our best to have an MMA superstar here for you to meet, so bring that camera. Yesterday we had Diego Sanchez and Tecia Torres. Today we have Mickey Gall, our current guest right now, Justine Kish, Johnny Walker soon to come. Tomorrow, Rich Franklin, Eddie Alvarez, Demetrius Johnson. You want one more?
Sure.
Mark Montoya is also going to be here.
I like it.
Yeah, and Friday, one more?
Yeah.
Thiago Santos is going to be here.
Stop right there, unless you got more.
I got one more.
All right.
Michael Chandler's going to be here.
Michael Chandler, our former landlord.
Yeah, you're right. We could be late on the rent on that one.
No,
you know Michael Chandler, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's
sure.
our landlord. All right, Mickey Gall, continuing on with you. Hey, give us some thoughts. I've been asking all the fighters. I think it was a big moment in the sport. George St. Pierre retired, you know, so we'll no longer, I mean, he may still come back, but it seems like he's pretty set. And I wanted you to reflect on that. Was that a guy that you looked up to?
That 100% in many ways. You know, just his style, his intelligence, his strategic, everything. But I also he inspired me not just like with fighting in particular, but also like the type of guy he is. I spent time up at TriStar, and I've watched the way he's carried himself in that gym. He's a humble champion. He'll spend. I consider him the GOAT as well. He'll spend time with a white belt kid hobbyist. He'll give them 20 minutes. He'll give them the same attention you give a UFC fighter. He sets like a high standard, and that's the type of champion I want to be as well. You know, like a guy like that. So you know, he definitely inspires me.
Who else? If somebody were to go, okay, I respect that, he's the GOAT. Who else? That running for that conversation in your eyes? I think it's a subjective question. It's not like a right or wrong. You know what I mean?
Right. Shoot.
Is Jones in there for you?
Yeah, Jones probably up there.
DC.
Yeah, DC's great. DC's great. I don't know if I mean, Jones ahead of DC. You know, you gotta definitely mention Demetrius up there. You also gotta mention Royce Gracie, because he like, you gotta compare like certain time periods. I think, you know, time periods. No weight limit.
Crazy,
yeah, he's got to be on the Mount Rushmore. Like if we're doing a Mount Rushmore, like I don't know. I kind of would almost want to throw Liddell up there too. You know what I mean? Like he's yeah, I think Liddell's great. Maybe I'd say Liddell and DC are both like great.
And few companies in the nation's capital can execute that game plan quite like Hildreth.
Silva,
when it is time to make your next move, trust United Vanland's MVP and 24-time Customer Choice Award honoree, Hildreth. From Washington, D.C. to anywhere in the world. Wherever life takes you, Hildreth moves you there. Schedule your free appointment online. Visit Hildreth.com.
Yeah.
LLDRUP.com.
So let's say there's there's 5 Mount Rushmore. MMA Mount Rushmore different than the presidential Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna go Boyce, GSP, Anderson Silva, John Jones, Demetrius.
Let's dig in with new gear located in the Levy Center.
I guess that's what I got right now.
I thought you were gonna say Chuck Liddell was getting ready to go.
Yeah, no, I love Chuck Liddell, but like Demetrius' domination was, you know, I'd say was a little more superior than Chuck's. Even though I'd say I'd rather watch a Chuck Liddell fight. If we're talking straight, like better than the other people.
What do you athletics, Xerox
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. More excited. Chuck, 100% more, 100 times more exciting than Demetrius.
But you know what it was there just wasn't as many stars.
Today's Xerox is all about innovating the way the world communicates, connects, and works. So every team member is empowered to perform like a star player.
There's like a build-up.
Yeah, and there wasn't as many fights.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another thing we're talking about. Eve Edwards, if he would have there'd be like 5 fights a year. You know what I mean? 5 fight cards a year.
Right.
There's 5 in February.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's different now for sure.
Somehow he was able to fight in just about every organization that ever existed. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Russia. He went with Bodog. I mean, he's
all over.
Pride, Elite,
Legend. And he will go down as one of the best broadcasters at the end of his career. I guarantee that. I think he's a fantastic analyst.
Battle scars ever as well. Yeah, we were up close with him the other day. And I was like,
he got that as a child in a car accident.
That one?
That wasn't a.
That was Stevenson, wasn't it?
Nope. He knocked Stevenson out. He didn't cut him. That was he got a car accident as a child.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know better than me. All right. Who do you like in the main event? Jones or Smith?
Man, I'd like to see Anthony Smith. I think he's from what I think Anthony Smith seems like a really good person. And I'm a huge John Jones fan. I root for Jones over like DC. But yeah, man, I'd like to see Anthony Smith. I think that'd be something really special.
How does he get it done? What's his path to victory? If he texts you right now, dog, how can I get this done?
Just be a dog. You gotta be a dog. You gotta make it ugly. You gotta get inside because Jones is fantastic at keeping his distance.
Right.
Jones is kind of like, he's kind of like the Michael Jordan. Although with his off, out of the octagon antics, kind of makes him more of a Mike Tyson in a way. But I think John Jones is like I said, he's on that Mount Rushmore for sure. So I think it'd be something real special to see Anthony Smith.
What about in your
good hard-nosed guy who came up like the right way, came up,
solid run he's on, huh?
Yeah.
Shogun, Evans.
Yeah, and he's an 85er till less than a year ago.
I know. How about in your division? We got Woodley and Usman. Does the champ defend for the 5th time and continue his legacy, or do you think it's Usman's time?
I don't really know, man. I'm excited to sit back and watch that fight for sure. Man, I guess we'll pick Usman. Like I said, not a better though, not a gambler, you know.
That's true. We always like to pick the fighter brains because you guys either have better insight or
it'd be interesting, but you know, I'm honored to be on this card. This card's dope. This card's dope. All right, I'll definitely be sticking around watching.
Your prediction, you said you're Merkin. You've already won it.
Unconscious in the first round.
First round.
In the first round, Diego's unconscious.
So ESPN, grab your beer, sit down.
Yeah. Show up. We're showing up at 8. Jersey, we're showing up at 8 Eastern sharp. LA 5%.
Between your family and your friends, or are there big watch parties? Like, do they ever tell you that?
Yeah, I mean, most of my I have a lot of family and friends out here right now, or they'll be out here in in a couple days. This is good. Yeah, that's Jamie right there. You got it, Angelica. That's my big sister, and David.
Oh, is it a loud crew? The Gall crew?
Oh yeah. You'll see Kevin Gall. Kevin Gall be up in there making noise, fucking shit up.
Awesome, man. All right, listen. Thanks for coming to the studio.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday. Is there anything you want to say to your fans? Anything you want to promote?
Just ESPN, baby. ESPN. 8 Eastern. I'm a render Diego Sanchez unconscious in the first round.
On Twitter, he is at Mickey Gall, Mickey MICKEYGALL. Catch him on ESPN on Saturday night as they lead into the pay-per-view UFC 235 with John Jones and Anthony Smith. Thank you, sir.
Jersey.
All right, we'll be right back after this commercial. All right, it's time for the daily debate. Today's question is in social media talk. For the MMA Junkie radio team and UFC strawweight or flyweight, we don't know, Justine Kish, do you think Tyron Woodley will be granted an immediate title rematch if he loses to Camaros Usman at hashtag UFC 235? Yes or no goes, but I'd like you both to expand.
Right now, I am going to say no, but I'm going to expand. If Tyron Woodley comes out of the fight, maybe he lost but didn't take too much damage and can turn it around and do it, I really cannot see a scenario where the UFC does not give a guy like Tyron Woodley another opportunity at the belt. He's held it for a while. I think he would deserve it. However, I think it's pretty clear that they haven't had the best of luck with him as far as negotiating new fights, all deals, all these types of things. So if he even says something like, I need 4 more days than whatever you guys are giving me, then you're not going to give it to him.
But you're going with no.
I'm going to go with no.
Okay, I'm going to go with yes because he's defended the title 4 times, and that's pretty legendary. He's in the fine company of like Liddells and Shamrocks and Militiches, big names, and so yes, he hasn't had the best relationship with the UFC, but I feel like maybe he said it the other day, he's kind of out of the doghouse. I think there's respect both ways. I just think that the UFC may think to themselves, that fella's a little difficult to deal with, but I don't think they say to themselves, he's an asshole or anything like that. So that said, I just think that it'll be too hard to deny him. I think he has some popularity to him, and he's him and Usman have kind of built up a little bit of a rivalry. So I think that can sell yet again. I see him getting an immediate rematch. He would have to basically get 50-45 in a decision, and then I think they'd go, wow, he was dominated, and then even maybe Tyron wouldn't want it, because there wouldn't be anything like a silver lining to it all. But I don't think if Usman can win, I just don't think it would be 50-45. Therefore, I do think they'll replay it. How about you, Justine Kish? You're a fighter. You're around these circles. What do you think? Do you think give him a rematch if he loses on Saturday?
Woodley has such an impact in UFC. Like he's amazing. He's a great athlete, puts on great shows, and he gets a lot of engagement on social media too. But TMZ. But my argument would be like if you challenge a champ, you got to beat the champ. You can't it can't be a decisive thing. It's got to be something that is remarkable. It's got to be something that's strong, that's undecisive, that's unarguable, inarguable. But yeah, if you challenge a champ, you got to beat the champ, and so I think that's really going to depend on how Woodley finishes or not finishes. But if I think if there's any sort of dispute, I think they would grant him an immediate rematch for sure. If there's any, because he's protected his spot, he's done a great job doing so on.
And he kind of handles himself professionally.
Very professional, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He's been in some movies, dropping albums. Like, at some point, they got to get over it and go, maybe he might be a little difficult. He makes certain demands, but he's not a jerk.
No, but would you not agree that just weird things happen from time to time in the UFC? So let me throw a weird thing up. Tell me how strange it sounds. But, we know Tyron Woodley's been a great champ, but we kind of screwed Colby Covington over here, so now we're going to give him his chance that he deserves. And Tyron can maybe get the winner of that. Coakley Realty. Something like that happening.
I could, yeah, but I hope they don't.
I hope they don't either.
I mean, first things first, the fight's got to happen, and this is. We're gonna go with 2 yeses over here. This is how it went. This is pretty similar to how it went with Junkie Nation. Racing 100 votes came in.
Can we cut all that? That's not going to convince anyone. Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar. Great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear this.
That means we
were
won.
skeptical. And none of this
I love winning.
is going to convince you that Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste, because the only thing that'll make you believe that is trying it yourself.
What's up, everyone?
No lasers. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
All right, here we go. We're going to continue on here with the MMAjunkie radio show. All right, here we go. Justine Kish joining us here in studio. Welcome, Justine. Vegas resident. It's cool to find out about that.
Vegas resident now.
That means more fighters are utilizing the UFC PI.
Yes, I have my official license. I've got, all the documentations. I'm a resident. I'm a Las Vegas resident now.
Right, and I don't know what state you lived in previously.
Several states.
But wasn't it nice when it came to tax time, if you've done them yet, to go, I'm in Nevada.
I don't want to think what's going to happen. I don't want to think what's going to happen. I live in so many different states. Okay.
Catch a break.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. But it depends on where you officially reside, and which is all over.
Well,
I'm a
if you have a
gypsy.
license, you're good.
Yeah. Well, I guess it is a current license. So what if you have a current license in multiple states?
Oh, boy.
I know. Tell me about it. Yeah. It sucks. So, like, that's confusing.
You're a
but
gypsy or a fugitive? What do you do?
Tell me about it. I haven't decided. I think I'm a gypsy. I think I am. But I love it here. The UFC PI is an incredible place.
Yeah.
I'm doing my strength and conditioning. I'm doing my rehab, full-time rehab. I moved here for the Performance Institute, and I'm just doing jobs here and there at a supplement store and doing my own workouts now. I'm 5 months post-surgery, but I love it here in Vegas. It's great. I have the city life here, downtown Las Vegas. I got the PI. It's really like a different culture around the corner.
Okay, so let's catch up a little bit. Tell us about the surgery. It's not your first.
No.
You've had a few, but tell me what they worked on for this one, because a few things you were telling me, I don't want to divulge if you didn't want to divulge it, but I was like, wow, you kind of went through quite an ordeal there.
Yeah, I talk about it so much, so it seems like it's nothing at this point, but I'm 4 surgeries in on my right knee, ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus. They said they fixed it all up. It was roughly 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yeah.
I was in there for 2. I was only supposed to be in there for 45 minutes. I was in there for 2. I thought that was long.
Well, the surgery. I moved out to LA for the surgery.
It's like a new cycle of doctors and nurses that come through. Others have to go home.
I know. Well, at first it wasn't supposed to be that extensive, but all of the old hardware from the old surgery, that was a pain in the ass. Pretty much, my surgeon woke me up. He's like, "You're a pain in the ass," and I was a pain in the butt. Sorry. It was a little bit longer than expected, but it's 100% now. You're good. You're ready to go. You're going to be out a year. Do what you're supposed to. Get back in there and kill it. Like, your knee is good now.
Very experienced, with rehab and rehab designated for fighting, so you're in good hands.
Yeah, I like to think that my case is a little bit like different and it's a little bit of a foreign thing, but for them, for the PI, they're like, no, you're not the first case to have the ACL, MCL, PCL, meniscus. You're not the first one to be a professional athlete at this level. Like, we've done this, we've had this case, which is so nice. It's so nice to hear that, hey, you're not like this alien coming in, like, oh my God, she's going back to competing. Right. It was a typical story for them. They're like, oh no, we've got this. Heather at the PI, she was incredible. She's like, I don't even hear another word. Do this, A, B, C, D. And I'm like, this is awesome. Like, the last thing I want to go to a place is people like, oh my God, what do I do with you? I want people to be like, no, we got this. We figure it out. Do this, this, and this. I like being told. I'm a professional athlete. I like being told what to do, how to do it, and I will do my absolute best to execute what I'm supposed to do. They got the meals, and I'm on this like anti-inflammatory meal plan right now, and still doing, having my own fun too, which is nice.
Wait, what comes in an anti-inflammatory meal?
Just mostly a lot of things with cumin, just a lot of herbs that will reduce anti-inflammatory diet, things to help reduce swelling and to high vitamin, lots of minerals, things to expedite recovery.
How do you order that? Do you go let me get the chicken and the potato and some green beans? Give me the anti-inflammatory.
Kind of. It's like that.
Where do you drop that part in on the?
Well, I drop in I like to swim a mile in the morning. So after my swim, I text the fuel center. I say, hey, I'm on my way. It's called the fuel center. Cool. I say, hey, I'm on my way. Can you guys make me a shake? I have my physical therapy at this time, and I get there. My shake is made. It's exactly what I tell them. The moderation of the exercise I just did, and they give me a high carb, low carb, or high intensity, low intensity. So they really do. It really does complement everything that I do, depending on my schedule that day. And it's a little bit random. It's sporadic, and I go off with how I feel. I go with what I'm doing, and that's really nice to be on kind of my own schedule, but on their schedule. So they're still getting to know me. I'm getting to know them, but we hit it off like family day one.
You seem happy. Ever since you walked in, you've been all smiles and just in a really good mood. Did you just come off a good workout, or is that how you always are?
I get that a lot. They're like, you're just a happy person, and I think I'll get a lot of...
I was having kind of a bad day.
I'm sorry.
And so you're kind of lifting my spirits, and I know Ghost is putting out fires,
cool.
but we like your energy.
Thanks. That's nice to hear. It's better than the opposite. But yeah, I get that a lot. I think I'm just a hyper... I've always been this hyper animated sort of person, so... I mean, give me like another hour, you'll probably be exhausted. You'll probably come and go home, and
all right,
we'll see.
When do you think you'll fight again?
I would like to do it on the mark or before the mark. The 1 year mark from surgery was September 21st was my surgery. So they said, the doctor said it'll be a year that you'll be out. So I'm like, okay, does that mean competing out, or does that mean like getting back to training camp? He's like, no, you can compete in a year. So my PT thinks I'm ahead of schedule. I think I'm ahead of schedule. I don't want to get too ahead of schedule, because then the last thing I want to do. No, I don't want a setback. I've had a setback before, and it sucks. Like, I was 2 months into my recovery, and I had to get surgery again because my body rejected like the donor tissue. So my own tissue seems to be the best solution, and we did a little bit of my hamstring, and it's seriously, it feels strong. It feels like it's great. I feel like I can do way more than I'm limited to right now, but that's why I have the PI. The people at the UFC Performance Institute, they really keep me at my mark where I'm supposed to.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, because I just want to go ham every single day.
What can you do right now? You can do jiu-jitsu probably, right?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing right now. What I can do is I wake up, I swim a mile, I work with my clients, I hold pads. I'm working on building this women's self-defense group while I'm here because I have this downtime.
Over at Drysdale?
Over at Drysdale, yeah.
I saw that.
So I'm really like, when I'm in camp, I'm so self-absorbed. I'm only thinking about myself and the pace and the cadence. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm on this recovery part. So maybe I can try to figure out how to like give to others and how to like really push my knowledge to others and how I can share it. If it's not people that are experienced, actually I'm catering towards the crowd that are inexperienced but that have the interest, that want to like learn how to push and pull their own weight, that want to learn how to defend themselves. So I'm just kind of putting a little spin on what I've learned when I was a kid teaching self-defense, and then putting a little twist with competitive drills, with things that will improve not just like how to strike and how to kick and how to defend yourself, but fundamental fitness too. So it's fun trying to figure this out while I'm in this downtime. I don't rest well, so I want to try to figure out how to use my energy in different ways, and I'm doing it to help other women out. And I was nervous how that would go with an area that I've never been to, like resided before. I've been to Vegas many times. I had my UFC debut at MGM Grand. So I've only really competed in Vegas, never lived here. So it's living here is completely different.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's what I tell people. People's like, how can you do it with the gambling and, the nightlife and the drinking? And I'm like, well, I do that, but just not every day. I got to pick your spots, and that's that.
You can choose your experience.
It's a city. We have a Home Depot, and we have a Walmart, and we have
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, it's
now
all
we have a hockey team.
Huh?
Now we have a hockey team.
And now we have a hockey team as well. You checked out the hockey team yet?
I know about them.
You haven't been to the T-Mobile Arena?
I haven't. My brother is a huge Penguins fan, so I can't, just because he has a whole entertainment center has all Penguin stuff and Steelers, and so I've become, because of my brother, I'm a Penguins fan. So, but yeah, I mean, I do.
That can change, Justine.
It does.
I think it can. Kevin Aioli is a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan.
Yeah. You know the writer from Yahoo Sports, Kevin Aioli. He was all Pittsburgh, and I think he forever will be. But he invested in some season tickets, and now you see him sporting all the gear. He's lived here for the last 35 years or something. He's immersed himself in the community. So he's a fan of two teams. I think he could pull it off if he wanted to.
I guess I could be like, oh, hey, I'm a residential fan.
And the Raiders are coming too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is Vegas long-term or just for the year?
Undecided. I love it. It's very easy for me to pick up, and like I don't have children. I'm not married, so it's very easy for me to pick up and go, and I really love that kind of lifestyle. And for what I want to achieve, if I see like a camp that I really love and coaches that I want to be around, an environment I want to check out, it's very easy for me in a situation that I am to pack up all my things and to leave and to reside in a different area. I love that. I'm going to give myself a few more years to be able to do that.
Gotcha.
So it's like a gypsy life, but at the same time I can pack up and leave and move anywhere. My family's in North Carolina. I've got my brother, my sister, my mom, who's almost 80 years old. They're all in North Carolina. I have a coach out there too. I train over at Gym Mo. So I'm making a lot of decisions right now, trying to figure out if I'm going to do my, maybe I'll do my training camp here. Maybe I'll do it on the West Coast. Maybe back in North Carolina. Maybe I'll kick it off in Asia. I haven't decided yet. So I'm really the kind of person that if an opportunity presents itself, I will just get after it.
Okay, I want to go back to one more question. You partly answered it, but I was wondering more specifically when I said what can you do. What I meant was, can you, as far as like MMA training goes, I know wrestling's the last one. But can you can roll on the ground and do jiu-jitsu?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh,
no.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to explain that. So
kickboxing, boxing, like.
Yeah, wake up, I swim, then I work with my client, and I do my class. I teach my self-defense class, and then I go to the PI. I do my physical therapy, and then I do my strength and conditioning. And then sometimes I like to go over to True Fusion, do like kettlebell class or a yoga class, some sort of class that I just like to do with a public, with public environment.
Okay.
And then I'm at home. I mean, I'm on a routine
here. Can you hit
here.
pads?
Not yet. I mean, the next step really will be pivoting. So I can't really handle other people's body weight just yet. I can do like very small drills, like I can hold pads for my clients, which is a huge thing. And I was just thinking, what am I going to do with myself while I'm in this state of like lameness, And actually got connected with a friend here, and he connected me to work at a supplement store. So I've been working at a supplement store while I'm done in the evenings, because like from like 4 to like 9, I'm like, what? I got to do something. I got to work out. I got jiu-jitsu, but like, no, you got to sit and you got to recover. I can't do that. So I got.
Don't you got Netflix or something?
I do, but I don't do well with it. I have to be really exhausted. I've got to exert my energy. So I put it towards like the store, and I'm doing really well with the store. And it's a supplement store. I'm learning a lot about BCAAs, proteins, aminos, and if they have questions beyond that, then I have all the help that I need. But it's been really cool. I'm learning all about retail now.
I have to imagine fighting has to be on your mind 24/7. Is there like maybe a secret hit list that you just think about in your head, like this is what I want to do when I get healthy, and this is the route I want to go? Any like matchups that not like a call out to be mean or anything, but just somebody that you say, you know what, that person I feel like I match up with really well. It'd be fun to.
That's a really easy question for me. And with flyweight and with strawweight, with strawweight Rose Namajunas, I would take that next week. I would love that. I would take that fight next week if I could right now. If I got a phone call that said, hey, will you fight Rose Namajunas for the champ? I'll say absolutely. And I'll do everything in my power. I'm nowhere near 115 pounds. But I will definitely get close as I can to it. I don't care what it costs.
You got to get to it.
I would get to it for sure.
Remember the championship?
I was talking about next week, though.
Oh, next week, yeah.
Yeah, if they call me next week, I would do everything. I'm probably like a 140-something right now. I'm not close to 115. But if that opportunity presented itself, I would do everything I could.
What do you think your immediate future lies? We spoke off camera, but now that we're on the show and it's flowing, let's tell the audience. They're wondering because your last fight was flyweight.
Was flyweight.
The one before that was strawweight. So where do you think you'll go to next?
I woke up on weight, which was such a great feeling. I woke up on weight for flyweight. That was 125 at my last fight. I would like to say that it's really both. Like, I really want to compete more frequently. In Thailand, I'm competing every weekend, and competing, win or loss, I can really address any sort of mistakes and things I want to accomplish, like the next weekend, especially with no injury. I'm going to keep that a surprise because it's a surprise for me right now. I know what I want to do, and I just want to compete as frequently as possible. I
want me to kick goes out of the room and then you'll tell me secretly, or
I don't know.
Or you're keeping it for yourself only?
I wish I could tell you, but it's really going to take a phone call to say, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And of course, I will say yes.
What are you hoping they say? Strawweight or flyweight?
I just want to compete. I just want to go out there and do. A flyweight would be a stronger, probably a smarter, more healthier option.
Okay.
But if they gave me an option, a top 10er for flyweight, I would definitely take it. I don't perform at my best. I've actually had I definitely don't want to end on the note that I did for my last strawweight fight. That was awful. That was disgusting. I've got to shake for my own peace of mind. I've got to have another strawweight fight. Whether they want me there or not, I'm going to leave it up to the UFC on where they want me to go. They have
3-1 is a strawweight and 2-1 is a flyweight, right?
Good question. I've had
You're 62 overall.
losses.
Yeah, it looks like as a flyweight. Yeah, the catch weight I'm putting more as a flyweight fight. But to me, it looks like, from what I can tell, oh no, it looks like you've won 3 at flyweight and lost 1, and 3 at strawweight and lost. You're 3-1 and 3-1.
I've had 2 losses. That's what.
No, I know that's why. But you're 3-1 at flyweight and 3-1 at strawweight.
So see.
So yeah, you can kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, I mean, it's very hard for me to get to 115. It's very, very difficult. I feel like I'm really healthy. I feel great about my body and how everything I feel. 115 is a whole another mentality. When I wake up,
you're
it's
strong at 115.
Tell me about it. That's all I got. It's really all I got going for me. I never hear someone, oh man, she's skilled. Oh man, Justine's really talented. All I hear is Justine is strong. So that's all I really got going for me, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I mean, obviously you're skilled. You're 3-1 in 2 different divisions, and in the UFC you have a 2-1 record as a strawweight, 0-1. This is just UFC as a flyweight, but still overall,
that's a good point to say.
You're 6-2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the pace and the cadence of the UFC. Fight day is completely different. It's, do this, do that, do this. I really like to be by myself and doing certain things. But at 115, I do wake up really, really exhausted for fight day, and that's something different. That's
Have you ever done a camp while being with the PI? You think that might make the difference for a strawweight fight?
That's what we're going to see now.
Okay.
So it's like a little experiment. I kind of like it. Like I'm like that little Frankenstein. But no, this is my first time, and I have nutrition advice. Under one roof, which is so rare, because when I'm living out in LA, I've got to go one place for wrestling for MMA. Then I have to go to another place for my jiu-jitsu. Then I have to go another place for my strength and conditioning. I'm traveling all day long from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. in LA. And so in Vegas, I'm like, wow, I have everything under one roof. I have my nutritionist. I have my strength and conditioning, my physical therapist, and it's all complementing. It's all the same big picture, and no one has to like call each other to figure out notes. It's very easy to stay on the same page, and there's so many of us. We're in different cases.
Traffic sucks, doesn't it? In LA?
Yeah, it's like a big parking lot. It's all I haven't.
The good thing is now you know that between 5 and 7 you can put it on Channel 93 and you catch Georgia Goes on.
I don't know what else other station anyone else will be listening to.
Exactly.
I like her.
I like her too. That was a nice plug
Smooth,
there.
Right?
You haven't tried the drink yet.
Oh, I haven't.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
This is another good thing about being
in Vegas.
And on recovery mode is.
She said, "I'm gonna be honest. That's the only way she knows how to be." You ready, Goes?
Honest in the sense of like if it's actually.
If it sucks, she's gonna tell you.
This is called the what?
The Gozy.
This is
the
called
Gozy. So I'm gonna remember if I call the Gozy. All right, here we go.
That's good, right?
I think so.
I think it's really refreshing.
Okay, cool,
wow.
Cool.
Oh my goodness! If they sold this at the store, you'd be in trouble.
At the Fuel Center? Is that what it's called? What was it?
This
Fuel
is
Center?
really, really freaking good.
Is that what it's called at the PI? The Fuel Center?
It's called the Fuel Center.
Fuel Center, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
I thought it was just the cafeteria.
So when you walk into the Performance
Sounds way
Institute,
better.
you walk in, they have this wonderful lady that says hello, and she makes a shake, whatever, all the things that you need. If you want more protein, BCAAs, any sort of drinks, it's really nice. And we're on a texting and calling basis, so I call her, and hey, I'm on my way. I just had this workout, this moderation, this level.
I could be on the treadmill.
Yeah.
With 5 minutes left.
Sure.
And I can just pick up my phone as I'm finishing up the cool down, right? And then I just go double cheeseburger, fries, put chili and cheese on
That's
them.
going to be tricky.
And a Dr. Pepper, and I'll be right down in 10 minutes.
I would say absolutely. See, I
could do that and just show up like a sweaty bastard, a big old ring right here, and show up and go, "Hi, I'm George. You got my burger?" And they'll do it.
No, they won't do it. They'll let you know if it's within PI standards or not. I did try to get like a.
So they'll text me back and go, "Listen, you fat bastard.
Hey, listen,
you're supposed
man.
to be eating oatmeal or veggie." Ah, I got you.
Yeah, they try to benefit your training.
Pretty good.
They try to. So like I tried that before. I went over to the cafeteria. It's like, hey, can I just grab this cookie? I think I deserve it. And she's like, you got to pay for that one. I'm like, darn.
They'll give it to you, but you got to pay.
You got to pay.
Oh,
so is it worth the extra?
I'd still pay.
But
pick
if you were
your
to say,
poison.
like, can I have this little oatmeal here? They would have said, just take it.
Yeah, if they, if it's in PI standards, then the meal, then totally, yeah, then we get it
that's
free
good, but
to
that's
compliment.
kind of evil, right?
It
no
is.
way, huh?
Yeah, I mean, well, I wish like grocery stores were like that. That'd be so much. That'd be amazing if it's good for you.
The obesity
right?
problem,
like convenience is like convenient. You really have to pay for you really pay for convenience in the States. I realize that. Like when I'm living out in Asia, it's like the healthy foods, the things that are in like the markets and like the fresh produce, the things that aren't mass produced is a lot cheaper, and the things that are American made are like Oreos are like 300% more. So it's like backwards here, or it used to be at least. I was there like 2 or 3 years ago, so it's been a while since I've been.
You go to Thailand, you said? Where do you go when you're in Thailand?
I'm really attached with Simbi Muay Thai. They're amazing there. I get 6-8 hours of training, 3 to 4 hours in the morning, 3 to 4 hours in the evening. In the afternoon, I go to school and I try to learn the language.
Thai?
Yeah.
Can you speak a little Thai?
Chan Pud Thai Nit Noi Kap. So that means I speak a little Thai. I should probably know a lot more. If I was a really smart person, I would probably be very, very fluent. But I probably have.
How many languages can you speak?
2 right now. So
Russian and English?
Oh no, I can speak very, very little Thai, very basic, like 5-year-old like vocabulary. Like my vocabulary is not very vast. Then again, their dictionary is not very vast. So,
okay.
But no, I forgot my Russian. I came to the States when I was 5, so I'm a proud Russian American. I don't know. I have a thing against Russians. I don't think you can trust them.
Well, I would never say that.
No,
do we know Russian?
I shouldn't have said that. Well, you know one.
I know one, yeah.
Half of one.
Well, Valentina's from Kyrgyzstan. So I don't know any of born in country of Russia. Oh, Georgy Karakanyan. He was technically born in Russian. I think we can claim to know him.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that. We don't know too many.
No, I learned English within a year, and so I like to say, I mean, my Thai is way better than my Russian. Like I prefer to just be considered American at this point.
Can you understand it? Like when people are talking?
Very little. I grew up in I was born in Russia by Russian parents, and I was put into an orphanage, and I grew up in an orphanage. So I never really got to see Russia. This was in St. Petersburg, and at 5 years old, and actually just a few months shy of 5, I got adopted by Americans, and they spoke English, no Russian. My American dad spoke a little bit. He was actually Hungarian, but I just learned English way faster than they could learn Russian. Because, kids, they soak up languages really, really quickly. Yeah. So that was me. So, as soon as people say, oh, Justine's from Russia, we changed my name. We changed everything when I came to the States. And they start speaking to me in Russian, and it's just so embarrassing. I'm like, I'm more American. I'm sorry.
If there's one language.
I love America.
What language would you want to learn? If today you could flip a switch and now you know another language, what language would it be?
I'd say Mandarin.
Yeah? What about you?
Well, I kind of know Portuguese, so I would want to fully know Portuguese. But if you say, well, you kind of already know it, then my next one would be maybe Italian or...
Dove le vigile. You know what that means?
Wait.
Where's my luggage?
That's what I was going to say.
Dove le my chile?
Dove le vigile.
Oh, Chile, okay.
Where's my luggage?
I thought you were saying like Chile as in Chile. I was like, where's my chili or something? Okay.
Maybe. I like how when you say where's my luggage, you kind of throw in a
like, Chile.
Where's my
luggage? That's how the Italians are like very hands, right? How about you?
I know that's where I must.
Maybe Japanese.
Yeah, I thought of that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good question. All right, you were here when I asked Mickey the question I'm about to ask you. I feel like sometimes I have to preface it because otherwise people are like, oh my God, are they setting me up? But really, we ask every fighter when they're in studio if they can share a good street fight story. You got one for us, Justine?
Dang it.
You can go as far back as you need. Elementary school, girl pulled on my hair, whatever.
You guys, this is bringing me back to my college days. I'm so like, it reminds me, and a question like this reminds me of how like lame I am because I really don't go out that much and put myself in like crazy settings. Yeah, I would say there was a time someone really pissed me off.
Okay, set it up. This was your college days?
Yeah, back in college days.
So what happened? Where was this?
North Carolina for sure.
Okay. But like,
I was at UNC Charlotte.
Was this like geography class, art class? student center?
No.
Center?
This was like weekend life.
Oh, okay.
This is like the weekend life. And then just drinking and alcohol,
At a
blah,
bar.
blah, blah. No, I'm talking. What I remember is in the outside scene, and this girl just kept on, not to me directly, to someone else, but I just had enough of it. She was just running her mouth. And
About what?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Obviously, it wasn't a huge deal, but it was just about other people. She just didn't need to say it.
Right.
It was enough. And so she was in a car and she was just yelling things out her window, I remember. And then I was like, she really still going. So I hopped out of my car and I wanted to talk to her. And as soon as I started approaching, she started to put her window up. But then so I just used my finger and I just pulled her window back down.
With one finger?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know how, but it was going down. It was definitely going down. And the look on her face, she was freaked out. And, I just unlatched her seatbelt and I pulled her out.
Like a superhero.
Ever so nicely. But I was just like, you've got to stop. You're being belligerent. You're just being ridiculous.
So you took off the seatbelt. You pulled her out.
Yeah, and she was just kind of like laying back, like, oh my god, like. But she finally stopped talking, and that was all I really wanted to do. I was like, you've got to stop. You've got to go home. You've got to have someone else drive for you, something. And really, that was it. She just freaked out. She kind of froze and like a deer in the headlight kind of look to it, and really.
You didn't even do like a fake like.
No, she just just the fear in her eyes. Like, okay, this is enough for her. And
you might have saved her life, though.
No, I wasn't gonna hurt her, but I just wanted to have the conversation with her. Like, hey, it's enough, or it's done.
No, but I think he means if she continued to be a jerk, somebody else might have beat her up. You might
see what I imagine is just really bad, crazy things going on, and I just if I did something to someone, of course I'd want to help them, take them to the hospital. I just want to deal with all that. But
there's a part of me that wants to see if I can stop a window with one finger.
I don't know how. I don't know if it was a roll-up or automatic. I just remember she was pulling it up. I was like, no. And I just, pulled down. And she was, trying to go up. And I was like, with one finger. I was like, you bring it. And so it was going down. I don't know. I hope I didn't break it. I don't know. But it was just, it was vague. And she just kind of freaked out. And it was just everyone scattered out. And maybe one time during gym class, during, kickball, one girl got mad that I was running the bases, so she did this crazy wild haymaker, and I saw her shoulder open, and then I just punched it. It was just ever so slow. It was slow motion, and I was like, her shoulder's right there. So I just punched it. Yeah.
She comes at you, and as you're running, you just boom, pop her shoulder.
Oh, she threw her hand back way behind her shoulder.
Over what?
I guess the fact that I skipped the line to kick the ball. Oh. She was really competitive, clearly. I don't know where she is today. Maybe she's still there. But
this happened in North Carolina too?
This happened in high school, and I got so upset. I just punched her shoulder. She fell back. She took all of her jewelry off. I gave her time. She's like, I'm going to take my jewelry off. She started taking all the jewelry off. I'm like, all right. So I looked, just standing there waiting for her to take her jewelry off. And she winds her right hand back, and ever so slowly. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to punch her shoulder. And I did, and she goes flying back, and that was it. But the next I was facing suspension and facing these things, and
I wouldn't have suspended her. If I was the principal and I said, wait, what happened? And then they talk about the wind up, and there was only a punch to the shoulder, a nose wasn't broken. Nobody was kicked or spit, or there was no blood, right?
Well, I told the assistant,
come on, you two girls, tough it out, shake hands and let's get back to class.
I told of course I talked to the assistant principal and all this. Great. I did a good job forgetting about this. So I was like, what do you want me to wait for her to hit me, or I can't do anything back? So anyways, I got after school detention. So yeah, they minimized the sentence. So it wasn't so bad. But of course there were little minor things here and there, but I can't really say there was nothing really that memorable. No one really put an impact in my life. Oh, I remember that. And just maybe little pushes here and there, but really people don't mess with me.
Okay, now I want to ask you another question. We're going to go in another direction.
Okay.
You work at a nutrition store, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Has anybody come in and said, I'm on the keto diet, or tell me about the keto diet? A lot of my friends are talking about the keto diet. You know much about the keto diet?
Oh, I hear about it all the time.
They're saying taquito diet.
Oh, they're on the taquito diet.
You have to tell me about that.
He's joking.
Okay.
Tell me about the keto diet.
It is a huge new diet. Very, very low carb, low sugar. I don't know how.
Yeah, so isn't it just a low carb diet?
Yeah.
Why do they have to call it that? They're trying to sound cool. Oh, I'm on the keto diet. I'm on keto, and they got books about keto and keto recipes, and they keep exchanging it. And I'm like, leave me out.
Well,
you're on a low-carb diet.
There is a state of ketosis when you're burning so many different things. So I guess they kind of played off that word with ketosis. So, I mean, it's one thing getting to a state of ketosis. I know I'm in the state of ketosis where you're burning more like muscle and proteins instead of like carbs and like sugars. But as far as being able to operate on a keto diet as a high-performing athlete, I think it's really, really hard and just unnecessary. It's great for people that aren't really high energy, maybe, that aren't like doing things to our intensity, that aren't really dealing with other people's body weights in training. But I think it's really important for carbs and for sugars and to have those things. But if you want to get really, really lean and get really like strong as a stem of a flower, then yeah, that's great. Keto diet. I mean, I know I look great, I feel great, but it's just a different kind of strength. It's not like that animalistic kind of strength. And
gotcha.
So it's
all right. One more. How about the one where you can't eat till 11 a.m.? You heard of this one, guys?
No.
I think they call it intermittent fasting.
Okay, the fasting.
Where you basically eat like at 11. What is it, like 11, 3, and 7 for 8 hours, and then 16 hours you're not. You're fasting. Do I got that sort of right?
There's so many different ways. There's so many different ways to do the intermittent fasting. Yeah, that I would say that's one way. Sometimes athletes will take it to a level to say, okay, I'm not going to do, like for me, for instance, sometimes I'm not very hungry when I wake up, so I can do my first workout. I don't need food for energy when I wake up. I have a lot of energy when I wake up, so I can actually be in a fasted state, do my workout, and then take in my nutrients after. And depending on how healthy and what your diet really is like during like, you know, states of not working out or working out, I think, you know, your body can absorb that nutrients in different ways, different speeds, different levels. Everyone's different, but I like the fasting, and when I'm in certain parts, like in training camp, but not forever. I like switching things up. Like if I'm in camp, then I wake up, I'll do in a fasted state, do my workout, take in my nutrients. It just seems like to be absorbed a little bit better for me. And that is a big, it's a big thing. But I think people think, oh, it's only this way, and that's the only way it will work. I don't think that's right to take. That's not the right approach. I think everyone's bodies are different. They respond differently to supplements, to protein, to BCAAs, to vegetables, to like all the minerals and vitamins you're taking. But so intermittent fasting works to an extent. I think I feel like mentally it kind of resets my body. And I can like go into like, okay, I'll fast for today, and the next day I'll start with, a proper diet. There's different approaches with this fasting, but it all depends on the individual.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
What do you think? Have you tried it yet?
No, I've never really. I've tried just minimizing my carbs. A long time ago. What'd they call that one?
The Atkins?
The Atkins diet, where it was mostly protein, and you were either zeroing out your carbs or whatever, and then, so I just tend to say low carb because I can't eliminate carbs, to be honest. I'm never just going to eliminate them. So Atkins is off. Plus, I think the guy Atkins, he actually passed away. So how good could his diet have been? And then
well,
the whole ketosis and this and that. I just know that when I do want to drop some pounds, lower my carbs. I'm pretty good about lowering my sugars. I don't intake too much salt. My problem is just overindulging. I don't know when to stop.
Tell me about it.
And
that's my problem right now.
We literally walked out of a buffet about 2 hours ago.
Oh, I wish you had called me. I could have enjoyed the buffet with you guys.
When we talked, I was at the buffet actually. Yeah. When we were zeroing in on getting you in here for a little bit longer. Yeah.
So I'm enjoying like the worst foods right now. Like I mean, obviously you can see I'm like a little bit heavier right now, but I'm enjoying it. I stick with the PI food, but on the outside I kind of do what I want. I'm going to integrate back to my staple diet to the PI, but I think it's good to like have like a plan, like in the beginning, the middle, the end. Like the beginning, the middle, and the end. It's good to have a plan on what you're going to do. Like I say I'm like kind of the beginning phases. I was just told today, okay, let's start integrating to like more of like your staple diet, and that means subtracting the bad stuff. So if you really try to figure out what to do, and if you're really all over the place, I think the best start is starting like with like foods. I read a book like in the paleo diet, and that was like about if you can pick it. grow it and kill it, then you can eat it. So that's really subtracting anything that's like mass produced, like in boxes, anything that's expedited kind of production,
So like I try fruits and vegetables, meats, you can all.
So if you can pick it, kill it, and grow it, or if God made it one way or another, whichever way, if you can stick to just that every like 3 to 4 hours, that's a good start. And then you can really start to like, okay, what should I, kind of like the caveman diet. Like, what are the caveman people? Again, that's actually a bad example because there's no more caveman, is there?
Just the Geico guys.
Just the Geico guys.
Yeah.
Darn it. But anyways, I think it's a good way to establish self-discipline. If you can stick with good foods that are just natural, like pick it, you can kill it, you can grow it. If God made it, you can have it. So I think that subtracts things that are in boxes and things that are like just fake. And unfortunately, like things are, you have to deal with GMOs and all that stuff now. I don't know. I don't know how to keep up with all that stuff.
I tried paleo once. Yeah? I didn't do well, so I think I know it more as the paleo diet.
I'm very paleo when it comes to training camp. I don't know what paleo is. You have to tell me.
That's what I did. I failed.
Aww.
Yeah. We got to take a quick break, right, guys?
Yep.
Let's do that. It's MMA Junkie Radio on Fight Nation Channel 93. Stay close. We'll be right back. We have Justine Kish in studio with us. All right, we're back, and we're going to go over some fights here in this last segment. We have Justine Kish here in studio with us. All right, Justine, we kind of know about your timeline, maybe back in September. We know that you're on a healthy comeback, and obviously we will know once you get the fight booking whether it's flyweight or strawweight, but you said you're open to fighting both, so that's great news catching up with you. We know you're living in Vegas, working at a supplement store, happy. May live here forever, maybe not. You love to travel, so it's been really fun getting to know you. But now we want to pick your brain a little bit about these fights coming up. Who do you like in the main event, John Jones or Anthony Smith?
I don't like how John Jones behaves in public, but he's going to win it. He's going to take this.
Yeah? How's he going to do it? Submission, decision, or KO?
I think it's going to go to decision. I mean, I've been actually really good on this, but I really think it will go to decision. Like, I think it's.
You're good at picking fights?
I've been good at it the past 2 fights.
Yeah, you gamble?
No, I don't gamble. No. I lost $20 many years ago, and I never forgave myself.
Who'd you lose it on?
No, I lost it on blackjack here in Vegas, and I lost $20.
It stung, huh?
Yeah, it stung, and so I decided. I mean, unless someone wants to give me money to go spend in Vegas, that'd be great. But I never forgave myself. So no, I don't bet. I'll bet things. I'll bet like, physical bets, but not financial bets.
Did the $20 go fast, or were you there for a while?
It's like, see you later. I mean, I blinked and I was like, "Where's my money?" And they're like, "You lost." And I was like, "Well, fuck you guys." Oh, sorry. Shoot.
You can curse.
It's okay.
Gosh. Well, it's nice knowing everyone.
Yeah. No. How about Tyron Woodley versus Camaros Usman? Who do you like there?
Like Usman, oh my God, what an athlete! He's incredible. He's just relentless. I think Woodley though is very, very smart. He knows how to. He's really like a master of being evasive. Like he knows how not to like engage in certain moments. And even though it's really maybe what might like look like it's kind of like boring to the crowd, he's very, very smart. He doesn't want to take a whole lot of damage. And he's in and out in certain areas. I think Woodley will take it, but Usman's such a good athlete, so it's just so hard to really pick this one. All right, let's see. I think Tyron Woodley's gonna. I think Tyron. If it goes to decision, Tyron for sure.
Okay.
If it's a finish, then Usman's gonna win it for sure.
Okay, that's good enough.
I think that will be it. Because again, if you challenge a champ, you got to beat the champ.
Yeah.
You got to do it decisively.
All right, how about Ben Askren versus Robbie Lawler? You know who Ben Askren is?
Oh,
right?
yeah. He's actually one of my coach. He was a guest coach on The Ultimate Fighter season 20. That was my season. And it wasn't really my season. I hurt my knee again. But I got to train with Ultimate it was Team Pettis.
Right.
And Askren came in and did a guest instructor session, and I loved all of his stuff. All of his stuff really makes sense to me, and it's very relatable. I absolutely loved everything that he was doing. And I was like, who is this guy? What is he doing? And, I love all this stuff that makes sense to me. He's like, oh, that's Ben Askren. This is before UFC. He's like,
he's a 2-time NCAA champ and an Olympian.
Just a stellar athlete, and I think wrestlers are just. I think they're the best. They're the best athletes in the world, and very undermined. Like they're just really not respected to the level to like Olympic level, really. Maybe at the college level, but anyways, I loved all the things that he was doing, and I was like, well, why isn't he in the UFC? That's what I asked, and he's like, oh, Dana thinks he's super boring. He just humps people and just stays on top. And I'm like, what? I love his stuff. It makes sense. It's great. And it's the kind of game plan that I need to figure out. A lot of people don't want to strike with me. They don't want they don't want the engagement that I want. They just kind of want to stay on top and just hug me. So I'm just kind of trying to figure that out too.
Wait, to be fair, you initiate some takedowns too, though.
Yeah, I of course I'll go for takedowns. I don't want people to think I'm like a one-trick pony.
Oh, okay.
I like to keep people on their toes. I like to, unexpected. Oh, Justine's a striker. She doesn't know wrestling. Well, I'm gonna do everything I can to improve my wrestling. Yeah. I moved back to the States. I have both of my coaches are wrestling coaches. My East Coast coach. He's Sorry,
I misunderstood. I thought you were saying something along the lines like that you don't want to be on the ground. People only want to take you down. So I was like, well, wait a minute. I've seen you initiate takedowns too.
No, I've finished fights with takedowns. I mean, it's not the funnest way. I don't like really making people tap. I like making people knocking them out and finishing them for good. But UFC at 115 and one flyweight fight, they've gone to decision. So I'm going to change that. That's something I've been thinking about when I wake up.
Yeah, you're a formidable kickboxer.
Yeah. But no one wants to really kickbox with me here. Everyone just wants to take me down and hump me. Sure, why not? But the clock runs. This is boring, and it's just like, oh my god. But it's winning.
You think Lawler can pull that off against Lawler? Lawler's, he's a former champion at welterweight. Very athletic, very strong. Packs a punch. Who do you like in that one?
Like Lawler. I think he's gonna win it. Ben Askren's a great wrestler and everything, but I think Lawler is better overall. So I would say Lawler for sure. And he was this is a little biased pick just because he was the main event for my debut. So it was really cool watching him win. But he's amazing. He's on a roll right now. So I would say Lawler, but Ben Askren just he deserves he needs that win.
You'll be cheering for Askren, I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Skill-wise, Lawler, but Ben Askren, I think it'd be a great win for him. Great win for his career.
Let's go into your world here. Women's MMA. We got a big fight on the main card. Tecia Torres versus Wheelie Zhang.
I just met her actually here at the PI today. Wheelie Zhang.
Wheelie Zhang. Okay. Cool.
All I've heard was amazing things. All I've heard was great things about her and how she's on this roll and how she's doing incredible things. She's just super good, great on the pads. So there's word here how great she is. I don't really know much about her.
Great striker.
Great, but yeah.
I mean, all around, honestly, she's really, really tough. Torres has only lost to the best fighters: Joanna, Jessica, Rose. She's even beaten Rose once, but she's also beaten some good fighters along the way as well.
She hasn't gone against me yet, but this is a really good matchup. Nothing against Tecia Torres, but I would love to go against her tomorrow. I want to go against her as soon as possible. She's very protected though. I don't know how easy it would be to get a fight against Tecia, but she's definitely someone I would love to go against.
Who are you picking?
I think Ticia's going to take it.
All right, next one. Munoz and Garbrandt. Pedro Munoz versus Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah, I know Pedro. And he's not going to let a guy like Cody get to him. Cody's so good. He's doing a great job. He studies his opponents really well, but I think Pedro, because Pedro, he adjusts really well in competition timing. There's people that don't know how to adjust well when surprises happen, and that they don't know how to deal with that oh shit moment. But Pedro does. Pedro's like, oh, things shifted right now, I can deal with this. But I don't think Cody really handles it very well. When things don't go his way, I think he shuts down. Pedro adjusts to it. And I see that happen in training. I see it happen in competition. I see him make those adjustments. And there's no oh shit moments for Pedro. There's, okay, something changed, let's get after it. I'm going to finish this person in this style, in this way. He kind of calls it himself. I just saw Pedro today at the PI. Gave me a big hug. It's been great. He was one of my first training partners and, co-teammates over at Black House MMA. And he's just always doing things to change his game, to improve his striking, to improve his groundwork at the level that he is already. He's always trying to find something different. And I think that's what makes him so unpredictable. So I don't... All I can say is Pedro. I think Pedro has this for sure.
Okay, last one. Johnny Walker versus Misha Serkinov.
Oh man, I like Misha a lot because I've met him. I see him a lot over at the Performance Institute, and he's great. I don't know much about Johnny Walker, so I just know Misha is really on the top of his game. He's doing a great job in his camp.
He's a tough guy, man.
And yeah,
Walker's coming off the win over Ledet and Roundtree. He's basically just starting off in the UFC. He won a Dana White Contender Series, the Brazil version, but here in Vegas. And
Walker is, yeah.
But he's had two really, really fantastic KO finishes. So a lot of people are favoring him. Misha Serkinov, we know about him, man. He started off 5-0 in the UFC. He's had a couple losses, but he's tough. We see him a lot of.
Do you know the age difference?
I can look it up for you.
Yeah, because I know Misha's up there. I don't know how old is Johnny.
Johnny is 26.
I think Misha is
31.
30. Okay,
that's
31.
Not too bad, yeah.
I thought he was older.
Well, now we have to see if you're a good judge of character. How old do you think he is?
Oh man! All right, hold on. How old do you think I am?
No, you can't flip it on us. We started this game.
All right. Okay. Let's see. 43.
How old do you think I am?
Wait. What if I didn't have that gray patch right here?
This gray patch is throwing me off.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Then what?
42.
You just took off a year because of that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be in the 30s.
Oh. Okay.
Right, I'm 49.
Ah.
How about you? How about goes?
Okay. I would say. Let's see. 37.
No, but closer with me than you were with him. I'm 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, gee, sorry guys. All right, now your turn. How old do you think I am?
I think we got to take a commercial break, right?
We know because we.
Oh shoot!
We have all your info
That's
right here.
not cool. Commercial break.
But I guess if I didn't see this, I'd put you at 25.
So wonderful. All right, drinks on the house for you.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, we got to wrap up here.
Cool.
Is there anything you want to plug? Go ahead. I mean, I saw you did a seminar recently. Are you going to do more of those, or do you want to plug the program at Drysdale's?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So while we're here, that's actually a great idea. So while I'm here, I'm in Las Vegas, March 2nd. I'm starting a women's self-defense seminar that is for non-experienced, maybe a little bit experienced, March 2nd over at Drysdale Combat Fitness. And registration ends on the 28th. I think it's tomorrow. But if you want to join me, gloves, shin guards, mouthpiece, we're going to have all that fun. We're going to do a little bit of combat fitness, jiu-jitsu, and striking over here in Las Vegas over at Robert Drysdale Jiu-Jitsu.
For more information, it's hello@drysdalecombatfitness.com, or you can call 702-258-0048. That's Drysdale Combat Fitness here in Las Vegas, the 8-week program. Yep. Women's intro starts on March 2nd, so the day of the fights, come in for a good workout from 9 to 10 a.m. with Justine Kish.
Thank you.
UFC strawweight/flyweight.
Exactly.
She's keeping it a secret. She'll tell us
Top
soon.
secret.
All right, we're going to go to commercial. When we come back, we'll be talking to Johnny Walker, one of the latest additions to the UFC. He won through Dana White Contender Series, and then he's just been destroying fools these last few months. He's got a big fight against Misha at UFC 235 on Saturday. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and Justine Kish has moved over from guest to co-host, as we welcome Johnny Walker, UFC light heavyweight, who will be fighting on Saturday against Misha Serkinov at UFC 235. He just fought. He just beat up Justin Ledet a few weeks ago. So I thought he was going to chill for a little bit, relax, you know. And instead, he's fighting already. This is a quick turnaround. He just fought on February 2nd, and now it's March 2nd. So literally 30 days. Well, February only has 28 days, so it was a lot quicker. And then before that, he fought Khalil Roundtree. He's been a busy guy. Welcome, Johnny Walker. How are you?
Thank you, my friend. I feel great.
Yeah.
So happy to be here again.
Yeah, and so, yeah, because you won a Contender Series in Vegas, and then you went out and beat up somebody in Argentina, Roundtree, and then you won the Ledet fight in Fortaleza, Brazil. You don't want to relax a little bit?
I relax when I fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And you just want to fight again?
Yeah, to be relaxed.
You like the competition or you like the money?
I like the competition. I don't care about money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are very impressive. I mean, I know you're only 3-0 in the UFC, but you're 16-3 overall. But you've been off to a great start in the UFC.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I mean, destructive, bro. Like, seriously, like, I mean, you're not just winning, you're destroying. And you got a lot of people's attention. A lot of people are big fans of you already.
Yeah, I think I will get more after this fight. I hope impress more people again.
Yeah, I mean your style is I call it violent, destructive, but it's so unorthodox. Like you're doing a lot of things that we haven't seen before. A lot of different combinations that we haven't seen. Like kicks or knees that are becoming spinning attacks, whether it's an elbow or a fist.
Orthodox style.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice. I like this as well. Sometimes I train some punch like nobody trained before.
Yeah. So let me tell you, I always like to be honest with the guests. The first time I saw you fight, I was like, that looked good and everything. But you know when you gave the ref a little bit of a shove?
Remember the referee?
The referee. Remember
I'm
like
so sorry, man. I was so excited. My first fight.
Right. So I was like, oh.
Many people talk, this guy is crazy. Why he's do this? But I don't know. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. Well, so I know that it's very emotional in there, right?
Yeah.
But then, right before the Ledet fight, you had a great interview with my colleague Fernanda Prates out in Brazil, and you started speaking English, and you were funny, and I was like, whoa, this guy's completely different. Like you're really, really a happy guy, a chill guy. It's just a different guy once you enter the octagon.
Yeah, this is me. But when I go inside the octagon, I have a other guy there. A little bit danger and aggressive.
A lot of bit danger. Not a little bit danger, a lot of bit danger.
I try.
Yeah, but a lot of people like watching it. All right. So was it an easy decision for you to, when they called, I imagine they called you to fight Misha? Or did you volunteer to fight Misha?
Yeah, I volunteer myself. Because first time I hear in some social media about some Brooks, he have injury.
Right, OSP, yeah.
Yeah, then my manager and my coach talked to me, hey, why you don't ask for this fight? Then I make a post in my Instagram and Twitter, ask for this fight. Then I said, hey, then watch UFC. I hear Misha needs an opponent. I'm here. Only call me.
Is the weight cut easy for you?
Yeah, easy. How
much were you weighing after the fight?
My weight?
No, yeah, after the fight, 2 days when you eat a little bit and celebrate. Yeah.
How my weight?
Yeah, how much? After the last fight. Después do
107.
The Justin Ledet.
I don't know in pounds. 107 kilos.
107 kilos? Okay, you ask a question, Justine. I'm going to look up.
That's a hard, like, why would you ask that?
No, because what I'm wondering is he likes to fight.
Yeah.
He likes the money, but the weight cut's tough.
Yeah, the weight cut's very tough.
So I'm just asking,
it
like,
adds on very quickly.
How much does he, like, is it a difficult cut or how much does he walk around?
It's very easy to put it back on. That's just, I mean, for women, I think it's very easy to put it back on. Like, after you compete, what are you going to, what do you indulge in? Like,
I still have a good diet, healthy life, but
oh, jeez,
you need to eat some sweets and something
like, you know. Thank you.
But only 1-2 days a week I can eat sweet because I want to keep my health life, you know, and keep training to be ready anytime.
Right. So 107 kilos, 107 you said, right?
Yeah.
So after the fight he weighed 107. That's 235. He still has to lose. Well, I mean he's already lost some of it, but he has to get
proper heavyweight.
You want to be a heavyweight one day?
Of course. Yeah. After I get one belt, I I have to get another.
You want to be a champ?
Champ.
I like it, man. All right,
well, champ is going to have to go like down on some food.
Yeah.
Not to, like.
I think I will be happier in the heavyweights because no diet, no cut weight. This is good, no?
Yeah, more food. I like it. All right, go ahead, Ghost.
Johnny, a lot of people talk about your potential, to be an even better fighter in the future. Is it difficult for you to sometimes, I know you're focused on your opponent, but to maybe look to the future? Because it's okay to dream, right?
Yeah. There's no pressure. Like, I know I will be good. I have so many things to learn. I have to improve myself. I still improve myself, techniques and everything, I'm sure in future I will be very dungeon and complete fighter, better than now.
Do you ever see the champion, and when you see him, do you little wink like, I'll see you soon?
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I hope
you saw John Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I'm sure I can give you a proper fight.
Oh,
I like it.
Are you using the PI? Why, Johnny? I have a question for you. So, are you utilizing the PI while you're here in Vegas?
PI?
The Performance Institute.
Oh yeah. PI, it's nice and very good place. After here, I go there to do some pads and jiu-jitsu and training. I have to go to my weight. I have to do some cardio. And after here, I go straight to that.
There's just some people that might be utilizing the PI. There's some people that might be doing their own thing. I was just curious to what you were doing. Like their own thing, I mean, like they'll find their own gyms, their own places like to cut weight. Some people like to stick with like the Performance Institute. Some people will do their own little routine apart just to avoid any sort of interaction or counter, like, coming across like your opponent or something. So I was wondering if you're avoiding.
For me, easy. I can do this anywhere, in the hotel, in the UFC Institute, or any other gym. I only have to keep my diet, train. I can train here in the street or anywhere. Usually I do this.
Yep.
It's never, it seems
attitude.
to me, really good attitude.
Yeah, great. I'll work out right here. Why not?
Yeah, of course.
It seems to me that you, fighting isn't personal for you.
Sorry?
It seems to me that fighting isn't personal.
It really shouldn't be.
You don't hate your opponent.
No,
you shouldn't.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of fighters are.
Why people hate the opponent? Why?
Mind.
For me, it's about respect. For me, it's about, I'm so happy you accepted this fight. Because you accepted it, I get paid, I get to compete, I get to do these things. So I'm really happy for my opponent. I'm very respectful.
He's not my enemy. He's my opponent,
There's no, I don't understand the whole animosity, the violent behavior. I don't understand that. I respect the fact that you accepted it, because most decline before they accept. And so I like the acceptance. I appreciate it. There's no disrespect there, because all it takes is one bad thing or one thing to say and say, I'm not fighting anymore. Doesn't matter, even at this level, at UFC or at, all it takes is, I don't feel like fighting this person. I don't have to fight this person if I don't want to. So I don't want anyone to feel like that, because I want to compete. I want them to compete. I want them to want to be there to fight me.
All right.
I don't know. Right? It's the same for you, right, Johnny?
Yeah. I love.
Why would you disrespect the person that wants to go in there in the arena with you?
Well, for example, like Wanderlei Silva, he used to go in there and he didn't even want to look at his opponent or be in the same proximity. It's like he took it a little, I don't know if it was personal, but he was just intense. A lot of fighters are just intense. They, they're in the hotel eating breakfast and they're looking at the other guy or the other gal, and that's just how some fighters are.
I mean,
everybody's different.
The subculture does like that. The subculture does like the animosity, like the tension. They do like that. So that's something to build up. It helps to market.
Yeah, there's no change the fight if I hate him or if I do something like this. No, it change the results.
Yeah.
I prefer be nice because I will feel good then.
Yeah. Some fighters maybe intimidation.
Me?
No, some other fighters, the ones that are mad, you think they're trying to intimidate the opponent? No, other fighters.
Yeah. I don't like this.
You don't like that?
Yeah.
I would like for that to happen. I wish one of the girls would go into me and in the weigh-ins, to have some you know, show some like animosity, show some like, you know, some canter. Like I actually thought when I went against Felice, I thought she would do something during the weigh-ins, you know, pull something out of her sleeve. But most of them like have like that mutual respect. But if someone did like try to like show me up, then I would have a response to them right away. But a lot of it is for me like, okay, don't talk about it, be about it. People can say whatever they want to me, and then they have to prove it. For me, they have to prove it in the arena. They have to prove it on the canvas, you know. So they can say whatever they want. It really does not bug me. What bugs me are things that happen in competition, in things like that. That action is what bugs me. Like, you know, like not bugs me, but is what gets a response out of me. Not talk. Anyone can talk. Talk is cheap. You know, it's all about everything you gave, everything you did to prepare for that moment, and it's whoever is the better athlete that day. Everyone at the UFC level is going to be the best. Is going to be great. Is going to be at the pinnacle of their career. Like this is the MMA. I mean, people are like, oh, okay, MMA is like to UFC as like football is to like NFL. Like, you know, we're at the top of a sport. Everyone's going to be good. Yeah. So whose night is it? Who had everything going? Who played the cards? Who, you know, kept their composure all through, you know, whether it's venue changes, whether it's diet changes. There's so many contributing factors. So whoever has it going for them that night.
What other sports do you like? Did you play when you were young
football,
boy?
Basketball, volleyball.
Oh, you're tall. You're 6'6". You're tall. Did you play a lot of basketball?
Yeah. Basketball, volleyball,
were you
football.
Outside shooter or inside shooter?
Anywhere.
Dunk?
Yeah. He's a triple threat.
You can reverse?
No, like the professional ones, but I can do.
Yeah. And what else did you play? Football?
Yeah.
Okay. What position?
Striker.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Like Ronaldo, Mario. And who else goes?
Forward?
Bebeto and Hulk. Remember Hulk?
Yeah.
I know my soccer. I've been to Brazil many times.
Nice.
It's a great country with great athletes.
Yeah.
Football, basketball. And then what about aside from sports? What else do you like to do?
I like adrenaline. Everything give me adrenaline. I love it.
Do you ever go hang gliding?
What?
Hang gliding.
Don't know what is this.
Hang gliding is.
Have you done it?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Hang gliding is.
Where?
When you jump on, like, oh boy.
I did it in a video game. I would do this. There's like a big, like, it's like big, like, wings. They're like, it's a kite.
Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. You know.
No, I know. I never fly like this.
Oh, you never fly like that? Okay. You heard the story about Hollis Gracie, right?
Yeah.
Remember the accident that he had? It was in hang gliding. I just don't know how to say that in Portuguese.
I know, but
so
as a delta.
You do skydiving?
Skydiving.
Yeah. Do avión tirar con parachute?
No.
No?
Nothing with like.
What kind of adrenaline? Sharks or what?
I don't know. I have to try because I love adrenaline.
Oh, okay. Well, I
do downhill.
Downhill?
You know, bicycle, downhill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. You race cars fast?
Yeah. Motorbikes as well.
Motorbikes. Okay, cool. Go ahead, guys.
You played basketball. He used to play basketball too. Do you think he was good or bad?
I don't know. We have to see.
I could see you being a point guard.
Look. See that trash can?
Watch this, Johnny. Watch.
And block. Oh, darn it.
Oh, Justine.
Oh, I was hoping to block it.
Make another one. Let's see if Johnny can do it here.
Can Johnny do it?
I'm not going to try to block it now.
You shoot, Johnny. Let's see if you can make it.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm going to add some defense to it.
She's going to play defense.
I got defensive player of the year, 2008. Got to beat that.
There's 3.
Oh!
No.
That was pretty funny. I like that one. All right, so you're fighting Misha Serkinov. What's your prediction for the fight?
Ooh.
Win the fight.
Win the fight.
Yeah.
What round?
I hope the third one.
Oh, you want to put some work in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to test myself. I think Misha can give me this.
How many fights do you want to fight in 2019? ¿Cuántas lutas este año?
Maybe 10.
Come on. Wait, like Cowboy? He fights a lot.
Yeah, of course.
That's so
fights.
cool.
Wow. Or more, if I have no injury, I can fight every month.
True story.
Wow.
2 a month, maybe some. Not have more GP, like 3 fights a day. No.
It's tough. I mean, frequency is tough in the UFC. You have to wait. There's a bracket. Everyone wants a spotlight. Blah blah blah. I mean, we just want to compete. We want to get in there, injury or not injury. We want to go in there. We want to compete, especially after a fight. Like, you know, especially, I mean, I'm coming off of a loss. I lost an arguable decision, and I want to compete the next weekend. But, you know, I have a few people against me on that decision saying, hey, you have to get your knee fixed, you have to do this. But, yeah, we want to get in there. And we don't. You know, it's not a lifetime window. It's a small little window, and we want to try to like get in as much as we can.
Who's your favorite fighter ever, Justine?
Oh, good question. Oh my gosh, like in women and men.
Anybody.
Jeez, I have to think about this because then I'm thinking, okay, we're talking about real fighters, talking about superheroes.
Real fighters, our fighters. Who's your favorite? I'll let you think about it.
Yeah, let me
Who's
think
your favorite
about
fighter,
this.
Johnny?
Anderson Silva.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Okay. Now back to you.
Oh, that was way too quick. Okay. Why Anderson Silva?
Yeah, because he's an amazing fighter. He's make everybody like, oh my God, what he can do, and you know. And
a lot of people are saying that about you now.
Yeah, excited fight when you watch Anderson.
Have you met Anderson Silva?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And one time,
when Anderson Silva meets you, he's gonna tell you, "I like the way you fight." I guarantee you.
I hope
he's gonna
so.
say that to you. Yeah. All right. Did you think of anybody?
I agree. By the way, I've been on the mat a couple times with Anderson Silva, and I'm over at Black House MMA, so he's there a lot, or at least when I was there. I think he would say the same. He would love your style.
Yeah.
For the girls, for female MMA, I have to say Ronda Rousey. I mean, just the way she capitalizes on moments, the way she capitalizes on the, you know, being able to shift and be able to make these quick maneuvers and make these transitions. I think she did a great job, phenomenal job, opening up a window for female MMA, for females to fight in the UFC. She did a great job. I mean, the only one really on my radar are the champs. You know, the people that have like the
No,
the
your
belt.
favorite fighters though, male. He said Anderson Silva. Who's your favorite man fighter?
I have to go, like, mine goes back to Thai style. It goes to Sanchai, and it's, you know, a lot of people are unfamiliar with that. But I have a lot of favorite, you know, Thai fighters, but they're, you know.
Are you a Thai fighter?
I'm very big.
Well.
Yeah, Thai fighter. That's my specialty. So.
No, but I'm jiu-jitsu as well, Wesley. I think I'm complete fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can tell by your record that you're a complete fighter because you have, you know, KOs and submissions, everything. But in the UFC, it's all been pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. All right, guys, what did you have?
Mine's got to be Kazushi Sakuraba.
Kazushi Sakuraba, his favorite fighter. What was your question for Johnny?
You mentioned GP, the Grand Prix. Would you have liked for the UFC to ever have something like that, the tournament? And would you want it to be same night or little by little?
This look nice.
Yeah?
I would like that.
One night tournament?
Yeah.
3 fights in one night?
3 fights.
Like Hoist Gracie?
Yeah, why not? Come back to the old school.
That's like Gladiator.
It is. Yeah.
Gladiator. We're like the evolved, like, you know, Gladiator era kind of thing.
Okay. I have to ask you one last question. What is a good street fight story that you can tell us? I always ask the
street fight,
the in-studio guests. Yeah. You ever have you have a good street fight from the days in Brazil or England? No street fights, never.
No.
Come on, Johnny Walker.
No. See, we're pretty good at avoiding the situations. Like, we don't, you know, we train all day long and we go home and go to sleep and call it a day. We're not really in these crazy avenues. And I mean, things happen. Obviously, you hear it on social media.
Right,
but
right.
I think most of us do a pretty good job of avoiding that scene and that scenario. Like, you know, don't be around that kind of those kind of people that would entice that. And like, why would you do that to yourself? I mean, if you're training all day long, again, there are things that happen obviously in college back the days. But I mean, I don't know about Johnny, but I forgot about those days.
All right, so você tranquilo.
Yeah, poquito.
Actually, I have to change my mind on the answer on the. Right now, Habib is one of my favorites. I have to say.
Nurmagomedov?
He's fantastic. He's a lot of fun to watch. I love that he's a low-key kind of character on social media, and his game is in competition. Like all of his talk, there's not a lot of talking. It's more physical example, and I love physical example.
All right. Okay, so we're almost done here, Johnny. Who do you think wins between John Jones and Anthony Smith?
Win?
Yeah. Kimbagana.
I hope John Jones.
John Jones?
Yeah.
Okay. Why you hope John Jones?
Because I want to meet him in future.
Oh, soon or in 1 year, 2 years, or 6 months?
2 years, 1.5. I don't know. Yeah.
He's gunning for the top guys.
I hope he hold his belt until I'm be there.
Say that again, please.
I hope he's hold his belt
when
until I'm and be there.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Interesting, huh? That's pretty interesting. All right. How about Tyron Woodley and Camaros Usman?
I think the champion.
Tyron Woodley?
Yeah, he's still champion.
Do you watch a lot of MMA when you're not fighting?
No.
Oh, you don't?
Watch?
Yeah. You don't watch other fights?
No. I have to say the same.
No, don't watch too much.
You don't watch either?
No. I mean, we live it every single day. Last thing I want to do is go home and put our TV on and watch even more. Hey, this is a common subject. I did a camp. I did footwork with a camp, with an NFL camp, off season, and they said the same thing. They don't watch football.
Huh. Okay. And you don't watch
football players? I think don't stop like the free day to the off day to stop my off day. I will watch football.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself out of that mindset.
Your teammates, your friends.
Yeah, sometimes if I like, if I wanna watch, I watch. But no.
Like if you're seriously, if you were fighting, I would tune in to watch for sure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
If I have a fight, will you watch?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, okay. I would definitely watch. I was like, oh, we spoke together. We had a moment. Of course, I would watch.
I watch all the fights.
I think I would root for you, depending on who you're going for. I'm pretty sure I would root for you.
Thank you. How about Goes? Would you root for Goes?
So if he fought me, you would obviously root for me, is what you're saying.
I'd have to say I know George a little bit better.
Oh, you'd root for George?
I don't know.
We started Goes together, right?
Oh. You did, man. All right, we'll have to do rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
That's the only way to officialize
I'll take it.
All right, Johnny Walker. Well, thank you so much for coming by MMA Junkie Radio.
Thank you.
It's really, really great to have you here in studio. It's only been 3 fights, but I recognize talent when I see it, and you've been very, very exciting to watch. So I look forward to many fights, not just on Saturday, but beyond that. You're very, very talented, and it was great to find out that you have very good English, too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope we come here again soon.
With the belt?
Yeah.
You gonna bring the belt too? If you become a world
champ?
All right. Awesome. I love it. All right. That's Justine Kish, UFC strawweight and flyweight, and this is Johnny Walker, UFC light heavyweight. Maybe one day heavyweight because he likes to eat, he says. But first things first, he fights Misha Serkinov on Saturday at UFC 235. Catch his fight. Remember, the fights are on ESPN and pay-per-view. 17 ranked fighters on this fight card. You can't miss it. Tomorrow on the show, we have Rich Franklin, Demetrius Johnson, Eddie Alvarez, and Thiago Santos. So tune in tomorrow at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. For Goes and Justine and Johnny, I'm George. Have a nice day. Go out there and be a champion.